You're here.
You're here too, Heck.
No. I'm bound for Everything seems fine. Sandrone may have an abominable temper, but
You always...
maybe I'm just a...
I certainly hope, regardless.
Sandrone's the one.
Even we were... She managed to fool...
She probably
Well, that's why I'm traveling. She said that she also mentioned some of her However, there is one book. No, this is her last wish, and I can only hope I bade farewell to... She spent a... Sandrone's path, but Columbina, she never used to act like this. After these... Snezhnaya now realizes that the arrest... I shall return to Nodcry to see Columbina. Hyposelenia's journey is my ship. Traveler.
What are you still bumming around for? Isn't Columbina waiting for you? I thought today was the day you'd agreed with... You're afraid you won't like the truth when you see it. Well, this is new. I was starting to think that nothing could scare you.
Don't say that. Wouldn't you be if you were in this situation?
Fair point. But I'd say I have more experience facing up to unpleasant truths than the Traveler. They say blood's thicker than water. I know how much you need your family back. More than you need any of your friends. And I'm sure that all your real friends understand that too. No matter what the truth turns out to be, they will stick by you and support you, whatever decision you make. Finding the truth is important. But more important still is what you choose to do once you've found it. At least, that's the life lesson I've learned from my experience, grappling with the truth. What? Now that Dottoro's dead and gone? A little, I guess. But it hasn't solved everything. Maybe I regret... Either way, I'm going back to Sumeru. Lesser Lord Kusanali is gonna need help dealing with all the chaos Dottori left in his wake. Not just from this incident, but everything he... You should continue with your journey, as you've always done.
So, what should we do now? If you want to explore a bit more to steady those nerves, Paimon's game. After all, it hasn't been all that long since... Paimon should better... If you can't make sense of something... Feel better now? Alrighty. Columbina, we're here! Can't quite believe we're meeting out here. We've gotten used to walking over to Silver Moon Hall whenever we go see you.
Well, it's just... now that it's all over, I've decided to make some changes. The older generation are still timid around me. They don't dare, but things are much better with the children. I see more curiosity in their eyes. Hopefully, by the time the next Moon Prayer Night comes around, I can enjoy the festival with them as myself, without having to pretend that I'm only dressed up as the Moon Goddess.
You'll do fine, Columbina. Paimon's sure they'll realize you're super nice once they get to know you better.
You really think so? When we first...
We were just starting out then, come on!
I'm only teasing. I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born.
Oh, that's great!
Thank you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Lumine, it's time to learn the truth at last. Ready as I'll ever be.
Good. Then let me open the way for you.
right.
To our shared destination.
Huh?
Do you remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just met? I said that my story began on the moon. But while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that my prologue was really hidden in the future. I just had yet to discover it at that point. The story of the time before I was born was in fact the story of my distant future. It's truly fascinating. But when I obtained the Trilunar Authority and returned to our present reality, I sensed something I hadn't expected. Your prologue.
So you mean...
Yes, your spaceship. All this time, it has been hidden on the frost, the great ruler of the firmament. The heavenly principles.
Wait, them? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is incompatible with Tevat. Or something that cannot be known. Oh, did I pick a bad time to say this? I know it must have been hard to work up the courage to do this. Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon, with no chance to back out.
That would have been kind of mean, you know.
Take me there.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship, it belongs to me and Lumine. Those memories belong to us. No one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the heavenly principles.
Very well. Then let's go.
You two take care, alright? And don't forget to come back soon!
Rest assured, Paimon. We will. Traveler, after you. Thinking about the story that we'll find hidden on the moon?
Yes. And hoping that it has a happy ending.
Stories like that don't exist, you know?
You don't believe in happy endings?
I don't believe in endings.
Where am I?
This is the pathway I built between Tevat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey. After I obtained the Trilunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her to bring messages from their goddess. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, you had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky. Oh, and about that mage, Nicole. I only recently learned that she has lived in Tevat since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The Moon Goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition. And then there's Sandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She He, too, suffered for a long time before joining the Fatui. How I wish I could talk to her again, even if only to hear her say nasty things to me. Also, I saw your sibling's story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that she rarely came to the surface, where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, she would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in her eyes.
Lumine.
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now. After this, I'd like to bring some kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Will you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time. I remember writing something similar with you on Moonbriar Night. I believe it was called...
Dotako's Whirligig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together. We're here. Over there.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that the moon is the only place. It'll be all right.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment. Solitude for me, but that night.
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me. You will lose nothing by doing. Look. Tevat is right there. All of our friends are down there, waiting for us.
You're right. Thanks, Columbina.
Finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return, I've decided to take more opportunities to see the world with my own eyes. Besides, I've always wondered how Tevat looks from the moon.
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day here just gazing at it. What about you? What do you think of the truth you found? I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time, but I think you're...
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nephra a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm much more used to sensing...
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Tevat. I thought that Lumine and I must have been hibernating in space, but the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Tevat once before.
Flew over? So you didn't...
No, the ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect that it kept flying for thousands of years. It was only after that that the ship made a forced landing in Nodcry. When Lumine found me, she came from outside the ship. Could this mean that she left the ship long before I did? Maybe even during our first pass over Tevat.
Are you all right?
Yes, I can feel that the truth is coming together, one small piece at a time. I remember Lumine telling me that when she first arrived in Conria, she could not recall the past. So this might be something that even she doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you. Your mind must be racing, and this seems like the perfect place to relax and clear your head.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbina.
Is that a new outfit?
An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside the ship this whole time. It's a matching pair with Lumine's. She always liked this set more.
Huh. I don't think there's a huge difference.
Really?
Yes, it's still the same you. You're the same person, no matter what clothes you wear.
Only Columbina would make an observation like that.
Traveler, do you consider Tevat your home?
Home is wherever Lumine is. But then after all the time I've spent here, and everything I've been through, yes, I'd say it's my home.
Would you change your answer if Teyvat changed appearance? I mean, if the truth about Teyvat turned out to be different than what you thought.
I don't know, but I don't think so. The truth is not what matters most to me about Teyvat.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, you just take it at face value. I thought that a home was a transaction. You give me what I want, and I'll do the same for you. But you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like. You never asked for anything, yet you gave so generously to me.
That's because your friendship matters to us. It was worth it.
In the past, I thought that my birth in Nodcry must have been a mistake. But after journeying to the distant past where the story began, I realized that it was I who chose Nodcry to be my future home. Now, I am glad that I made that choice.
I'm sure your friends are just as glad.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's marrow to Arlecchino. And now, I shall return my Kuvagi to Nodcry again, that it may continue to protect my chosen—
Wait, but what about your body?
Oh, are you worried that I'll disappear again? I won't. Not this time. The Frost Moon has now entered the false sky, and I am the Tri-Lune goddess. I am only returning to Nodcry the part of me that it needs. I am giving what I can. Oh, and I have something for you, too.
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
What was that?
I lifted some of—
My power. It feels like it's grown. Thank you.
You're welcome. I see— Here. This flower is for you.
Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry. I'm finally discovering the joy of giving.
Hey, better late than never. What are you thinking about?
Why don't you take a guess?
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. I can't say you got it wrong down in Teyvat, but on the moon, everything feels so close by. The haze that once enshrouded— I don't have a lot of luggage. Next, to start with, I want to stay here just a little longer. After that,
These clothes bring back so many memories.
the journey goes on, like I said. This is not the end. Oh. In fact, It is home to quite a wonder. I sensed the energy it gave off as I was. I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnogrod. They give performances quite regularly. Okay, I shall cast down.
To Jean. This preamble is such a... I trust that Dern has a... The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the Doctor's evil scheme. As for the Fatui, not counting the Damselette, aka the Moon Goddess, who has... We found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Knave and Marionette. May she. As ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends rather than enemies. In a short while... Wait... How am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in the letter that I'm heading home? Okay, I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home. I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds. I think of Mondstadt daily. P.S. The honorary knight went above PPS. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. I cashed in on the last... And that, as they say, and with the moon shining down brighter than ever,